All right, Justin, are we live? We're officially live, right?
We are officially live, Dave.
All right, so you got the phone number scrolling. We just watched The Dozen. We've been talking about it for, well, to be honest with you, ever since Steve left, we knew the team was going to change, right? So
Yes.
you and I, did we fight like hell to be involved? Sure, we fought like hell, but we didn't get our way.
Like, oh, we already got a phone call going.
Oh, we already got a phone call going? All right, well, we'll take some reaction, but quickly, there's already some controversy. Do you have to answer it and let them on hold? Is that what you have to do?
give me 1 second.
Okay, so I'll just give the quick recap. First of all,
just keep talking.
Team Minahan with a big win. Kirk was excited at the end, which was pretty funny, which was different than the way it started, which was him talking about how he doesn't even know who his teammates are. But either way, big win. Controversy has already erupted. Was Trista cheating during this? Now, as I'm watching, I was kind of taking notes and writing down clips that I want to cut for tomorrow's show and stuff like that. I noticed some moments with Trista's hands I could not see them, and obviously I think the warnings were mostly her direction during the entire thing. I didn't necessarily pick up live that that American history question, right? That people are going.
Oh, I did,
but I saw the chat buzzing. So yeah, you saw.
Oh, I did.
You picked up on a quick live. So give your reaction to that.
Yeah. So first of all, they start off 7-0. They are getting the first thing that I realized when I first saw this. I saw Smitty and I saw Trista, and at first I was thinking the controversy would be between like Kirk or something. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together that Trista and Smitty have serious beef.
Yes.
1 second, we're getting a phone call.
Yep. You can put him on. You can put him on if you want.
Yep, he's on. I don't know if he can hear me. He might be able to only hear you.
Oh. Hello?
Hey, can you hear us over there?
Come on, guys.
You got to
change I don't know. I think we should put on Do Not Disturb for 2 seconds while we just talk this through, and then we'll open up the phone lines.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously the Team Minahan goes on a fucking run that is unlike anything else. They were down 7-0. They go on a run. I'm sorry, there is way too many shady things happening in this on Trista's side. I was watching it, the college football thing. So that it was 7-0. They tie it up. The college football question was the go ahead to 8-7, right? And that's where you first saw Trista doing a little shady business in your eyes? Yeah, it just I don't know. It just seemed like, and then she pulled out the American general at the end. I forget his name, or the Secretary of State. The whole thing was just not a good look. The whole thing was just not a good look on Trista. So I thought at the end of the episode, obviously Team Minahan won and they're going forward. But then the commissioner's statement comes out, and Jeff D'Lo just looks pissed. He's like something has happened. When he said that this is going to a vote, I was like, fuck. Like, this is by far going to get like the win taken away. He said he will not take away a win, but he will take away a loss. So the vote is up to whether or not Team Balls gets their loss taken away. No, so Team Minahan's vote or win stays no matter what. So did you get that? Dave, you there?
In my service? Let me see. I might have to connect. Can you hear me?
This is a tough.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Can you not hear me? Oh,
yes.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think I have good Wi-Fi. So yeah, either way, it's controversy. It'll go to a vote. Kirk did announce, as that was all going on, that Smitty is coming on tomorrow. I don't know if it makes sense to also call Trista and ask some questions about her behavior, but I don't know. As I was watching it, just picking up certain moments that kind of transpired. There were some big moments. I mean, if she was cheating, to some extent she did it the right way, because she had some big moments in the match. I will say this: there was a lot of questions that I had no fucking clue. So Kirk was certainly smart, not including me in this game whatsoever. This match, that Simple Plan. Did you hear that Simple Plan song? I knew the All American Rejects one. That was not. I don't believe that was a Simple Plan song.
No, that was I know that song, and it sounded nothing like it. But see, that's the thing. She didn't get these songs correct, because you really can't Google songs. So you just look at the things she did. Simple things. 1956 Secretary of State. 2019 Heisman. I just don't think it's a good look. I'm still leaving open a possibility that perhaps she didn't cheat. I know for a fact that the vote done by the dozens players, just based on Trista's history and how people at the Barstool office feel about her, it's not going to go her way. And I know Jeff D'Lo mentioned how there might be some sort of punishment, whether it be a ban, a temporary ban, a mute, or something of that nature. It's just not looking. It's just not looking good. I would not be surprised if this is the last time we see Trista Crick on Team Minahan. I don't know how Kirk is feeling about this. What'd you say?
I was just saying that chat. Sorry, I'm moving down closer to my modem just because I don't know. Maybe that'll help to some extent in my basement. I don't know. I think what happens in that case. So it doesn't count as a loss, and he has to replace her as a team member. Is that what he has to do?
Yeah.
So I don't know where they go. Yeah, I don't know where they go in that direction. So yeah, it'll be interesting for sure to see what happens. It was either way, it was a remarkable comeback by the team. As you're watching it and you're taking notes, it's kind of like, I wish I knew. I don't know. I wish I was like paying more close attention to Trista the entire time. Now knowing what I know, I'm going to go back and watch it and just see and go pick apart the moments that were critical that Trista could have done some shady business. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Well, obviously, like I said, Kirk tweeted out that Smitty will be on tomorrow. And maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll call Trista and ask some questions ourselves. But do we have the phone lines active or no?
Yes.
Okay. If anybody wants to call in, I apologize if my service was crazy down here.
But yeah, no, that was not the ideal way. I mean, it was a great comeback, but just shrouded in controversy. This game will forever be. So we'll see.
Yep. Well, let's see what happens. Let's go to the phones and see.
Hello.
Hey, this is Randall, and you know what? Kirk's got to blow this fucking thing up. We love Kirk. Trista's blowing it.
You love Kirk. Trista is blowing the entire. I thought you said Kirk is blowing the whole thing up. No, well, what happened? They'll just replace Trista, and Kirk will still pull it out. What's the big deal?
Nope, looks like he just hung up.
What do you say?
But
I think he meant Trista was blowing the whole thing. But
I think he said Kirk needs to blow this whole thing up, just completely get a brand new
blow
team.
More.
I just blow the team up. I mean, Pat. I mean, sure, he's a nice guy. He did not contribute much. He did get the lesbian hair correct.
That's right. I did. Oh, by the way, I knew that Jodie Foster and Benedict. I don't know how to say his last name, but Benedict Cumberbatch question. I could tell that I couldn't think of her name either. I was thinking on the top of my head of a woman from Contact or something. I couldn't remember her name, but I knew it was Jodie. I could see the fucking face. All right, what's going on, caller? What do you got?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear us?
I don't know.
Phone line's fucked up.
No, it's not fucked up. I just don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no. All right, maybe they can't hear. Yeah, so I don't know. There was a lot of. Yeah, we'll figure it out tomorrow in terms of how Kirk's going to go forward with this. He didn't. Did he say when they're going to have an answer with all this nonsense? Did he say when it's all going to kind of get announced?
He said it's going to the vote of the people who were in the tournament last year. Of course, he did mention that Steve was no longer have a vote, but that was not a good look. Yep. It's really sad if she did cheat. To know that Kirk would be so anti-cheating and so anti whatever this was that she did. And that he's
been very active in promoting the show. So he doesn't, not that he wouldn't if he knew that, but it doesn't seem, I'm not getting any vibes that he's like, has he tweeted since it ended? I'm not getting any vibes that he's like angry right now at her in any way, right? Have you seen anything yet? Or
I didn't get that vibe yet. From his tweets, it just looks like he's just like, we'll address it. We'll address it on tomorrow's show. And I'm getting confirmation in the chat that we will know the dozen punishment or their findings on Thursday's dozen show. So
okay, all right. So we gotta wait till Thursday. So that's it. That's a cliffhanger. That'll be so we'll get that news and we'll report that obviously on Friday's show. But either way, I mean, yes, is it a little cloudy now as opposed to when we were watching in the end? And I was watching at one point it was at least a 6-0 run. Did they get up to an 8-0 run? Yeah, it was 7-0, and they were just going on an absolute tear. What was that, by the way?
Yeah.
Because I was losing service upstairs. What was the Simple Plan song? I missed them announce the song.
I forget exactly.
I didn't hear
what
it. That was not. I know fucking I don't know, whatever. It's I did not hear any
You're the
Simple
hits
Plan
guy.
in that.
You're the
I'm a hits
guy.
guy. I know Simple Plan. I knew All American Rejects in a fucking second, and I knew that Bill Rancic question, The Apprentice, even though they didn't need it. But I can't remember the other questions that I would have got. But either way, it's a fun
Didn't that
show.
give them the
Yeah.
victory? Oh no, I'm sorry.
But well, they got it. The other team,
Yeah,
Smitty
yeah.
and the guys got it wrong. So
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people are saying, she 100% cheated. Something needs to happen. I'm just saying it's not a good look. That's all I have to say about it.
yeah, well, it's not a good look for especially when you don't really know from Kirk's perspective, you don't know your teammates, and then one's going to try to cheat. I don't know, but let's see what happens. Let's see how the ruling comes back. I'm going to go back and rewatch it and see, and like literally laser focus on Trista to see. And we know Kirk's going to be objective. He'll give his take on what went down on tomorrow's show. So we'll get.
Someone said you can hear her typing on the Hard Knocks question. I'm going to go back and just hear that.
Isn't it painful? Isn't it painful too when you like hear somebody say the right answer and then they go with the other one that they're going in their head? It's like I don't know, but now knowing that she was cheating the whole fucking time, probably that
I don't want to say
wrong.
anything definite in slander, but it was not a good look. I would tape my hands together if I was on the show. Just get someone to like tape your hands together.
Yep, I
but
agree.
It's just it's not good. But
all right, well, we'll do a. I don't think that was kind of our reaction. We apologize for the phones. I don't know if you could hear us on your end, so we'll figure that out on our end. But that's a quick little reaction to today's dozen. We'll have all the clips tomorrow. We'll obviously talk about everything that was going down with WEEI and you this morning on the live stream. We'll talk about that tomorrow morning, and we'll go from there. Are you going to do a wrap up later?
Yes, with I believe I don't want to. I think it might be either with Andrew or Blind Owl. We'll figure it out.
Cool.
So.
All right. Well, check Justin out then. We will talk to you guys tomorrow on the show, and have a good